Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Izzati Binti Rosli and my matric number is 281761. So today, I will explain about my individual assignment for subject BJMP 3073, Purchasing Management and Supply Chains. The title for my individual assignment is Fractionalization. Firstly, I will explain about the introduction for this assignment. As we all know, business use a variety of strategies to differentiate themselves from competitors and make a profit. The effectiveness of these strategies is determined by a variety of factors, which is including the nature of the company, its products, and the markets in which it operates. Besides that, the modern market is shaped by competition and disruption. Many businesses provide comparable goods and services. As a result, any company that wants to survive must prioritize innovation and constant modification of their offerings to meet the market demands. However, these aspects are insufficient. The company must develop a long strategy to stay relevant and profitable. It must, in particular, use a customer-centered model to differentiate itself in today's competitive market. One of these business models is fractionalization. Besides that, I will explain about the business model functions. A business model example can be useful reference document that details a company's unique profit-generating strategy. It includes its target market, product pricing, and the service delivery strategies, and it is a must-have document for any company. They can help startups attract new talent and investors by acting as a guide to determine the business strategy and inform its decisions. They provide a strategy for adapting to emerging market trends and change for companies that have been in operation for a long time. A business model is the digital twin that enables a company to thrive in a specific market. It emphasizes the company's value proposition and the distinct advantage its product provides customers. This document also includes details on the business financial position, marketing strategy, and overview of its competition. Apart from that, the importance of business model. As we all know, business models play an important role in strategy and decision making. For example, they can assist a company in determining the most effective way to position itself in a specific market. It can be beneficial to include notable business opportunities, particularly those involving partnerships with existing companies. This model also informs investors about the company's distinct value proposition. This can help startups attract investors, which is crucial for business model. Basically, what is fractionalization? The term fractionalization is derived from the word fraction. It is, as the name implies, a business model that focuses on selling a part of a product. It entails allowing customers to purchase a portion of a product or service rather than the entire lot. This model allows customers to buy only what they need without having to pay for the entire product. In other words, you relieve customers of the burden of paying for something they believe is unnecessary. This method helps you avoid a vendor purchase and allow customers on a tight budget to afford a certain services. Moreover, the design of the fractionalization business model. It is to allow customers to purchase products in fraction based on their needs. This model is customer-centric in the sense that it focuses on allowing customers to buy only what they need and they can afford. The seller's goal is to liberalize the product so that it is affordable for the customer. For example, the customer can purchase a piece of pizza rather than the entire pizza. They can also purchase various pizza pieces with various flavors and ingredients. The concept capitalizes on the aspect of sharing. In other words, if a customer cannot afford the entire product, they can enjoy it by sharing it with other customers. Each customer receives a fraction based on their budget. Apart from that, the objective is to enable customers to get benefit of full service offerings without having to pay for the entire package. People frequently mix up fractionalization and leasing. However, the two models are not the same. Which is fractionalization means that the customer owns a pick after paying for it, whereas leasing means that you will use the item but return it after a certain period of time. As a result, it works well with subscription and when customers only need a portion of services. Therefore, this is the example of fractionalization business model. Fractionalization is a game-changing business model that enables modern companies to thrive. Netflix is an example of a company that has used the model to improve its operations. The business model combines fractionalization and subscription-based model. People can pay for a Netflix subscription and watch it on multiple devices or screen, which means that the family or friends can watch videos and movies on the same account and the same time. Apart from that, this concept is ideal for families and friends who want to share their screen with others in order to split the bill. On the contrary, if this were not the case, a single user would have to pay for the entire viewership in a one lump sum. Within a family, however, people can share their accounts to split the amount, which is a classic example of fractionalization. I will also explain the other examples of fractionalization business model. Furthermore, web hosting service providers also one of the fractionalization business model. It provides packages that allow customers to host multiple websites on a single package. For example, you and your friends can use the package to create personalized website and split the hosting cost. To have a website, you do not need to pay for the entire hosting package. All they need to do is chip in a portion of the cost. The example of this fractionalization business model is Bluehost. It sells shared web hosting service, which is multiple websites are hosted on a single web server that is connected to the internet. The total cost of the server maintenance is distributed among many customers. The website will share a physical server with one or more other websites if shared hosting is used. In addition, the advantages and disadvantages of fractionalization business model. As we all know, fractionalization is an excellent model for expanding the customer base. For example, you can use it to allow customers to buy only what they need and they can afford. However, it is not perfect and just like the other models. It has both advantages and disadvantages. The following are the advantages and disadvantages of the fractionalization business model. Firstly, the advantages. It is to increase the product sales and also to allow your company to become competitive and sustainable. It will also increase the business exposure and profits. However, disadvantages of fractionalization business model is that it has the potential to cause loss. The first advantages of fractionalization business model is to increase product sales. Basically, making sales in today's competitive business environment can be difficult. As we all know, customers are difficult to pursue in business, and as a result, the firm or an entrepreneur must devise a strategy to help them win customers and disrupt the market. Fractionalization is an excellent strategy for increasing the sales. It will allow customers to purchase a portion of the products or services that are within their budget and may increase the sales and eliminate the abundant cart problem in the business. The second advantage of fractionalization business model is to allow the company to become competitive and sustainable. Every business is still in operation. No entrepreneur or firm starts a company that will fail tomorrow. The goal is to create something that will outlast them. This is not always the case. However, due to the fierce competition, many businesses fail or exit the market. In order to keep the business running, the firm or an entrepreneur must develop a long-term strategy. This is where fractionalization comes into play. It will allow the firm to continue serving customers based on their needs because it is customer-centered. This also will elevate them to the status of royalty, resulting in consistent sales and the long-term viability of the company. The last advantages of fractionalization business model is to increase the sales exposure and profits. To be one of the dominant brand in their niche, the firm or an entrepreneur needs to serve a diverse range of customers, and the competition might become fiercer by the day, and the goal will remain a mirage. By this, the firms can increase their brand awareness, reach and profitability by changing the model and considering fractionalization as the new norm. The model will allow the company to use the sharing concept and allowing the customers to enjoy the same service without having to pay for the entire package. And as a result, it is a potent strategy for expanding the business reach. In contrast, there are also disadvantages of fractionalization business model, which it has potential to cause loss to the company. While some people say fractionalization is a good idea, the firm or an entrepreneur may be unsure of how much to charge for each fraction. This factor may result in a loss or overcharging to their customers. Furthermore, because some products and services are difficult to subdivide, it can only work in a variety of industries. Lastly, the conclusion. In summary, it can be seen that the fractionalization business model has managed to disrupt the industry, particularly the service industry, by greatly facilitating people's ability to use a specific asset without having to pay for the service in a lump sum. This has proven to be a double-edged sword for business because it has increased their business outreach while also assisting them in increasing overall revenue. On the other hand, businesses may find it difficult to implement this particular business model, and it may not be appropriate for all business types. However, there is no denying that it has greatly aided businesses with products or services designed for particular usage. Last but not least, this is the references that I used to do the research about the fractionalization business model for this assignment. I think that's all for me. Thank you.